I agree with what Blizz said. We need to retrain and all that. Get more people to look like us. You know, people that grew up wanting to be cops and wanting to help people. Get those people in the jobs. But we definitely need them people because the crime ain't stopping. The crime getting worse.
Dude, all right.
Horrible.
You remember what you said when we was talking on the phone earlier, right? The Charles Barkley thing, right? And we stopped and was like, all right, let's hold that for a talk point. Say what he said.
All right, so after I got off the phone, I saw the video of what you was talking about. But the video I saw initially, he said, you know, they talking about defund the police, and I'm paraphrasing all his words. If they slash a police budget in half, that half gonna go to our neighborhoods. It's gonna go to where our kids live, where our kids play. It's gonna go to the lower income, the poor neighborhoods. Even if ain't no black people around, the poor neighborhoods gonna get defunded first. The people with money, the white people, they gonna have police, period. Even if they gotta hire private security. This is me paraphrasing Charles. Yeah. So he said, who are black people supposed to call? Ghostbusters? He said we shouldn't defund, we should retrain and kind of refocus.
And then what I was saying, like you stretched it out a little bit. And what I was saying, you said that like, but police these areas different. So okay, you saying the upscale neighborhoods are gonna have police regardless. Lower end or the mid level, they don't police the same way they police in the higher end. How Charles was saying who they gonna call Ghostbusters, it's a difference in how things are ran anyways. Like you got neighborhoods out here, I'm in Richmond, where cops don't go to at night. They're not patrolling. They're not going out there for anything. Like those neighborhoods exist. And let me say this real quick. I'm not against police officers. Let me say that. I've had bad situations with police. When police come around, it's a different type of feeling with me. And then you say, okay, well, not all policemen are bad. But the thing is, when there are bad policemen around, there are no good policemen around then. You talk about the no snitching thing that goes on. They have the same type of motto in that, you know what I'm saying? That we're not telling on our people. Regardless, if I'm the good one, he's the bad one, that's my brother. I can't tell on him. You can't look at him like I can trust him because his man right beside him trying to set you up. But you supposed to trust him when he's out of the room. Nah, they still brothers. It's a team, regardless.
That's what I say. That's what I mean with the whole culture thing. And it's gonna take a minute. You know, like I said, I feel like we're on the cusp, but I have bad experience with police officers. And I honestly, I have a stereotype. I have a vibe, you know, with police officers, period. It takes the real good dudes to make me feel differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, it's like I almost don't even see as a cop anymore. Like, I'm a good dude. But when it's just cop, I'm like, oh, man, I've known guys, let's say, for example, in the gym, didn't know what they did. Then when you see them in uniform, it's like,
you got a different feeling.
It just rubbed me differently. Now I got some guys some homies I went to high school with, they're cops, decent dudes, but it's like as long as we ain't talking about policing, we cool. But when it gets to that, it's like in general, I don't have a problem with those guys. I feel like they're necessary. But the culture, man, it needs that T was just talking about, man, that whole blue line culture. Man, you got to start policing your buddies. You know, you got to start policing your buddies. You know, it's like, you know how we get a job, you go on a new job, military, civilian sector alike. You always sit through an equal opportunity class and they talk about sexual harassment and this, that, and third. As soon as you go into the workplace, you hear sexual harassment all over the place. Wait a second. I thought that was a zero tolerance over here. It's like, you got to change the culture. People got to start complaining. I'm saying, make it the norm. When the police start policing the police, you might get something. Because I've seen some good dudes, man. Like, and it made me realize it takes a nice guy to be a cop. You got to genuinely be a nice guy. You can't be a dickhead. Excuse me. You can't be a dickhead and be a cop. You have to be a genuinely nice guy that's concerned about people.
Two questions for you, Blizz. And T, I was having a discussion with my daughter and my wife about this. So y'all remember, so after 9/11, T, I don't know if you was in, but I was in the military when 9/11 happened. So after that, You saw a whole bunch of people join saying they patriots or whatever. I haven't seen any articles. I don't know this to be a fact, but this is just my assumption. It would not shock me that after Trayvon Martin, all those cats that died a couple years ago and them riots started, that we had some people that look like us join the police department. That wouldn't shock me. And I'm not saying not necessarily us, because we already know the majority of the people out there rioting is 20-year-old Harvard kids that got a budget from their parents to go destroy your neighborhood. We don't think about that when we sitting there watching the news and they standing in some black cop's face cussing him out. Hey, this guy might have just joined the force
to help you out
months ago to make a difference.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there, you know what I'm saying?
But
he posted up, and just like you said, Blizz, he keeping his cool, he keeping his posture about him, and he got to eat that. And this is what amazes me. We go, not we, but I'd say the people out after midnight protest will stand in the cop's face and do that because some black person 4 states away got murdered. You could have a kid get killed 2 blocks from you, and the next night those same dudes is on the corner and nobody's gonna go say nothing, especially not those white Harlem kids. Or get ran all the way out the state. They're not gonna say nothing. But the cops do gotta have that posture. You know what I'm saying? So what are we really doing? I'm confused. I'm lost.